In an interview with Piers Morgan on ITV's Good Morning Britain, the Tory MP claimed Mrs May's Chequers proposals do not deliver on the Brexit Britons voted for. Mr Duncan Smith argued Monday's amendment to the Prime Minister's White Paper could put the UK in a position of strength against the EU in the negotiations, but that it was time Remainer MPs stop calling for a second referendum. Piers Morgan asked the Tory Brexiteer, "The problem seems to me that this is already watered down from what most people assumed Brexit would be. Then it would get significantly watered down further by the EU, who sense that we're weak and vulnerable, and you end up with something, and I say this as a Remainer, which to me cannot in any way be described as Brexit." Mr Duncan Smith replied, "That is the problem. We have already a growing concern in the public. You've seen this in the polling recently about their views about this deal. If it ever comes to a deal like that, their view is that this doesn't deliver what they voted for. You've got to remember we had this huge vote, and those who call for a second referendum deny the fact that people voted to leave. We have to deliver that. If it ever comes to a deal like that, their view is that this doesn't deliver what they voted for." Duncan Smith, as he belittled calls for a second vote on Brexit, the Tory backbenchers snapped, "And what are you going to ask? You're going to ask the public a multiple choice question? That doesn't tell you anymore. The fact is, they voted to leave. Our job now, whether we like it or not, is to muscle our way through this and end up with an arrangement that works for us." On Monday, Tory Remainer Justine Greening renewed her call for a second referendum, but the Prime Minister's spokesman has ruled out the possibility of the government holding a second Brexit referendum. The Conservative MP claimed a new vote should give Britons three options to choose from between: a hard Brexit, a Norway-style Brexit, or remaining in the EU. Dismissing calls from the ex-cabinet minister, the spokesman said, "The British public have voted to leave the European Union. There is not going to be a second referendum under any circumstances. The Prime Minister is very clear that the proposal we put forward at Chequers delivers on the will of the people in the referendum."